Everybody, I'm just about to do a training with a whole bunch of leaders, and I thought, why not post one section of this training on Facebook and Twitter and social media and stuff? Because I train it to so many people, why not train or talk or share it with all my friends and followers and what have you? And I just want to talk a little bit about this idea of the power of a deep breath, and something we usually take such for granted, and we don't necessarily understand what's going on here. And I want to start by showing you a little bit of science associated with this, and I do show this to my kids, and my kids like to use this as a model, which is odd and weird because that's what happens when your dad works in mental health. You talk about this kind of stuff. But I want to show you because it's super simple. So Dr. Daniel Siegel uses the hand as a brain model, and you can do this with anybody. You can show this to, if you're a leader, you can show this to your staff. If you're a parent, you can show it to your kids. If you're a friend, you can show it to a friend, or maybe it just might help you. But he talks about this being our brain stem. Now he gets into way more detail than I'm about to get into, but simply enough, like our arms are brain stem, and then this is our amygdala, or our limbic brain, our emotional brain. This is the fight response, fight, flight, freeze response to the brain. And that's surrounded by our thinking brain, okay? And for us to get to our thinking brain, it comes through the amygdala to our thinking brain. And there's all these things that happen in there. But anyways, it's just simple, okay? Amygdala to thinking brain. So what happens when there's a threat in front of us is we flip our lids. And when we flip our lids, we lose the ability to use our thinking brain, and we get only into this part of our brain, which is our amygdala, that fight, flight response of our brain. Now, this is meant to protect us when we're being attacked by a bear, when we need some serious body protection, right? So we get this utter flood of hormones through our body that's ready to fight that bear, or run the heck away from the bear, or freeze, which probably won't help you with a bear. But needless to say, we get into that fight, flight response of the brain, okay? So the threats in front of us, like, hey, everything going on with this pandemic, or, maybe it's a post on social media, or who knows, something happens, boom, we flip our lids and we act within the silly part of our brain, our emotional part of our brain. And what happens when we act in our emotional part of our brain and we don't get back into our thinking part of the brain is we're just doing decisions to protect ourselves. We're not necessarily thinking about the outcomes of those decisions. So what happens when we take a deep breath? We fill our lungs with oxygen, that fills our blood with oxygen, that slows the heart rate down, and we take those deep breaths over and over and over again. We get right back into our thinking brain. We slow down, right? And through the power of the deep breath, we're kind of putting our emotions at bay, and we go, okay, what do we actually need to do here? This is the planning, thinking part of it. So we go, okay, what's the outcome of this post I'm about to put on social media? Or what's the response to this person? Or how do I go to the store today, given all of this stuff? Do I have my mask? Do I have all the things that I'm supposed to have? How do I do the things that I need to do in a safe, respectful way, given all the things that we're being asked to do during this current time? So the power of a deep breath, taking the deep breath, even enjoying the things around us through the power of the deep breath, like the crazy sounds of my 5 children while I'm trying to work from home, or all the things that are going on. It's a gift right now, as crazy as it all is. So taking a deep breath helps us get out of that, oh my God, I'm gonna lose it moment, to the, okay, what do I do next? So the survival part of our brain, right? We get out of that limbic brain and we get into our thinking brain. So take deep breaths today. Get into your thinking brain. Say something nice before you respond on social media. Hey, get into your thinking brain. Have a good conversation rather than a painful debate. All right. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's healthy. God bless.